Turkish social media scene has witnessed a lot of ups and downs in the past several years. We've witnessed how laws have changed in a way that make it really easy to block access to websites as well as media platforms, online media platforms. Despite the circumstances, we've also witnessed growth in the use and access of social media tools, as well as popularity of social media platforms, not just for socializing, but actually for sharing news and for staying updated to what's happening in the country. Perhaps if during the Gezi Park protests, big-name traditional media outlets showed actual news about clashes and reported casualties rather than showing documentaries about penguins and Hitler, people still had trust in traditional media outlets. But because from the very beginning there was this information vacuum, it was the online media platforms that really filled in the gap. Instead, we also saw a rise of citizen journalism reporting. We saw platforms such as 140 Journos and 98 Haber that really set a milestone in Turkish citizen media reporting by including so many independent citizen journalists from across Turkey who continue to report and work to this day. These days it has become accustomed to actually turn on Twitter and rather than TV. And skim through the news and see what's happening, and it's the same here in Turkey. But the truth of the matter is that the media freedom, especially internet platforms, still very much remain targets of the Turkish government because over the years, as media platforms for reporting developed and their popularity rose, and especially in the aftermath of the Gezi protests, the Turkish government also decided to crack down. We saw this even happen even before the Gezi Park protests when access to websites such as Reddit and Wikipedia and YouTube and Facebook were blocked. It is not surprising that the Electronic Frontier Foundation describes Turkey as the bastion of internet censorship. Now, for me personally, as a journalist, any kind of blocked access means losing time while I do my job. It means that I cannot get in touch with the people I want to get in touch with. It means that I have to turn on Tor or I have to turn on Hotspot Shield, which also slows down access to the websites. And it also means that sometimes the person on the other end who is also facing similar problems cannot do the same because he or she is not aware of what is Tor and what is Hotspot Shield. In addition to that, the legal framework only complicates things further. I mean, since 2007, Turkey passed a number of laws, one of them being internet censorship law, with the declared objective of protecting families and minors, but in reality, it allowed government to block websites or ban them completely. It established a unit within the regulator BTK, which is the Information and Communications Technologies Authority, responsible for imposing bans and blocks on websites based on 9 catalog crimes defined by other national laws. So what this meant, basically, in simple language, was that the Supreme Board of Radio and Television can pull the plug whenever the government says it can compromise national security. Presently, there are 113,086 blocked websites, according to Engelli Web, an independent platform that actually keeps track of blocked websites. Surely the July military coup only worsened Turkey's record of freedom of expression and media. And it has become extremely frustrating to work under given circumstances. Whenever there are news, especially when they're blocked, there's a media gag and online media platforms are shut down.